On a warm and peaceful morning, Mama Grace stood by the roadside, a small pot of beans in hand and a heart full of hope. A widow and mother of three, she knew that life had not been kind to her. But as she watched her children playing in the dirt, their smiles lifted her spirit. Mama Grace decided that no matter what life threw at her, she would rise. Today was the day she was start something new, something she could call her own. With nothing but her small pot, a few ingredients, and her two hands, Mama Grace set up a tiny stall by the road, determined to sell akara, the crispy golden brown bean cake that people loved. Her setup was simple: a table, a charcoal stove, and a few old stools she had managed to borrow. The sun blazed down on her as she fried the first batch, her hands moving gracefully, flipping each piece with precision. Passersby caught the delicious aroma, their curiosity piqued. Soon they stopped for a taste. At first, she made only enough to buy more beans for the next day. But that didn't matter to Mama Grace. To her, this was the beginning of something bigger. Her children, still young to understand the weight of her efforts, helped her pack up each day, their laughter echoing through the dusty streets as they walked home together. Mama Grace would smile, her heart swelling with pride. She knew she had planted the seed of something that would grow. Day after day, Mama Grace returned to the roadside, and day after day more people came. Word spread through the village about her mouth-watering akara, crispy on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside. Customers came not just for the food but for the warmth of Mama Grace's presence. She was always there with a kind word, a hearty laugh, and a listening ear. Her laughter had a way of softening the hardest of hearts, and soon her little stall became a beloved meeting spot. As time passed, Mama Grace began to dream a little bigger. With the small profit she made, she bought a bigger pot and a fresh supply of beans. Then she introduced hot pap to accompany the akara. The combination was irresistible. Now her customers would linger, sitting on the stool she had arranged, sipping the warm pap and sharing stories. It wasn't long before her small venture had become the talk of the village. People came from nearby towns just to taste the famous akara. But it wasn't just the food that kept people coming back, it was Mama Grace herself. She had a way of making everybody feel welcome. She knew her customers by name, remembered their stories, and always had a smile no matter how tired she was. Her kindness was contagious and her spirit unbreakable. Then, one fateful day, a well-dressed man from the city stopped by Mama Grace's store. He was passing through the village and told he was told about her legendary akara. As he tasted the first bite, his eyes widened in surprise. "This is the best akara I've ever had," he exclaimed. Mama Grace blushed with pride, but she stayed humble as always. The man introduced himself as a businessman from the city and offered Mama Grace an opportunity that made her heart race. "How would you like to expand your business?" he asked. "I could help you set up a proper shop in the city. People will love your akara there." At first, Mama Grace hesitated. The village was her home. She knew the people here and they knew her. The city seemed like a big frightening place, full of the unknowns. But her children, now old and full of excitement, encouraged her. "Mama, we have come so far," they said. "This is our chance." With a mixture of fear and determination, Mama Grace decided to take the leap. She left the comfort of her small store and moved to the city. The first few days were overwhelming. The noise, the crowd, the fast pace of city life. It was all so different from the quiet village she knew. But Mama Grace Akara was the same, and it quickly won the hearts of the city people. Her small roadside store soon grew into a bustling restaurant. People came from all corners of the city, eager to taste the food they had heard so much about. Mama Grace couldn't keep up with the demands on her own, so she hired young women from the village, giving them a chance to earn a living just like she had started. Under her guidance, they learned not just how to cook, but also the value of kindness, hard work, and community. As her business grew, so did her heart for others. Mama Grace used her success to start a small foundation that provided loans and training to other women who wanted to start their own businesses. She knew that it was like to start with nothing, and she wanted to give other women the same chance she had been given. Years later, Mama Grace looked back on her journey with pride. She had started with nothing but a small pot of beans and a dream, but her akara had grown into a legacy. She had not only fed her children, but lifted others countlessly. We've come to the end of this amazing story. I hope you did enjoy it. See you in my next video upload. Bye bye.